Start recording pro. So I'm going to record video about testing with Nightwatchjs. First, I should share my screen. Okay, share screen. Here, share. Okay. I move extra windows to another screen. Okay, so this is the Nightwatchjs website. So hide this stuff. Okay. Nightwatchjs.org. First, we should install this library and run basic tests. This should be pretty simple. Click Getting Started. You can read a short overview of this tool. This tool uses WebDriver API. You can read more about it on the WebDriver API website. This is the v3c standard. So this technique doesn't belong any company, but this is ecosystem of web development. But any knowledge about WebDriver is not required for Nightwatch testing. And we can start. I will use my favorite editor, WebStorm. You can use any of your preferred editor, VS Code, or maybe one of web tools. Let's begin. So we should start a new project. And for this example, I do it with terminal, because this is the way I do this. I do it. This is the common way that I create new project. So make dir watch testing. Okay, we should navigate in this directory, and I create a new Node.js project, npm init. So npm init command asks me about my new project. Default values are pretty good for us. Version, description, Nightwatch testing project. Okay. Entry point index.js. Okay. Tests. We will fulfill this later. Git repository also later. Keywords, author, never mind. License MIT. Pretty convenient license, and all of this. Okay, yes, okay. So now we can open this directory in our code editor. Nightwatch testing, open. And now we can work with this editor. Package, let's check package.json. There is a scaffold for our new project. Name, Nightwatch testing, version number 1, tests, and nothing more. First, we should install Nightwatch. I make these windows near each other, so we, as I said before, we can read about WebDriver later. First of all, we should install Nightwatch and run our first test. Theory, who reads theory? I don't know. We can do it later. So installation. npm install Nightwatch. npm, it's a part of Node ecosystem. This is a tool for installation, upgrading, uninstallation, Node.js libraries. So this is a console in the Nightwatch testing folder. You saw that previously I do it in a special program iterm. Maybe in your operation system Windows, it can be terminal or maybe something like so. Using a terminal in web in integrated development editor or WebStorm is more convenient because you shouldn't go to this window and then back and change your context. So I can close this window. Okay, let's install the library. npm install, runs, and install Nightwatch and all dependencies for Nightwatch. We can see these dependencies in Node modules folder. Nightwatch is a very rich library. It can do a lot, and because of that, it requires a lot of dependencies. Special tools for folder creating, data operation, and so on. You also can learn about it later, or just never mind, because knowledge about Node modules doesn't require for our job. So Nightwatch can run tests in different types of browsers: Chrome, Microsoft Edge driver, Microsoft Edge, and also even Safari. It's pretty rare that library can work with Safari, but Nightwatch can. It's cool. And as far as Chrome is the most popular browser for developers, because Chrome has, I think, the best development tools, we install Chrome driver. Also, we should run npm install Chrome driver and add the flag save dev. save dev. Install. This is for save dev needs for Chrome driver installs in dev dependencies. This is advanced theme. You can install Chrome driver just like so, npm install Chrome driver, and this dependency of Chrome driver will appear here. It doesn't really matter for our purpose. We just follow the instruction just to be sure that we do all in right manner. So Selenium driver, this is for Selenium server. For example, you can run Nightwatch in multiply nodes or instances and simultaneously run tests in different browsers. We can easily skip these articles, these parts for now. We should go to the configuration. And this is a common practice to put tests into tests library. We will do so as well. And now we should create Nightwatch.conf.js configuration file for Nightwatch running. File, create Nightwatch.conf, and documentation tells us that we can create different types of configuration file, JSON and JS. JS is more convenient because JSON file can only describe strings, booleans, numbers, and so on, just data. In JS file, you can evaluate some expressions, and according to this evaluation, fulfill your config. So if you have different variation or different ability to create a configuration, JSON or JS, you probably should prefer JS because because JS configuration is much more flexible. So I just copy and paste these settings. Just make some changes. Start folders for tests. You can see here tests, and I use single quotes. In JavaScript, single quotes also describes strings. So server path doesn't require here. Launch URL, as we discussed before, it will be Yandex. We will test Yandex, and then I put Yandex here. Browser name, Firefox is in this Nightwatch.conf, but we can use Chrome as far as we installed Chrome driver, and we change Firefox to Chrome. And also maybe, yeah, these options we can easily delete. So we prepared Nightwatch to run, but we don't have any tests. This part of documentation describes settings. Nightwatch has a lot of them. Custom command path. This requires for advanced settings for testing. We can easily skip it as well. And we should scroll to the to our first test. Then maybe it view Selenium, different Selenium example, and then yep, my video doesn't looks like a professional, clear, and fast to set up video because I do it for the second time, and probably I will not skip or erase any parts of this video just for demonstrate how programmers work in real world. They read documentations from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top and looking for the examples. Developer guide. I think yep, here. Describe BDD. Yep. As you can see, there is different types of tests. You can write test in this manner or in this describe tests. I think this variant is more convenient because it looks more readable for developers, and we can use this type. New file, new JavaScript file, and we can name this file ya.ru and then put this code into our file. But we test our site. For example, I just copied this code, and probably I can run this code because we learning with trying to do some stuff and seeing results of our experiments. For example, writing tests, running tests. Yes, we wrote our first tests and we want to run it. We use a simple way to run, and you see different variants how we can run our test. And for example, I just tell to the scripts section how to run our tests. Our Nightwatch program living in point or dot bin binary. If when you install any npm module, all executable programs will be in this folder. You can see a lot of programs, Mocha, Jake, and so on. We need Nightwatch, and we can see this program here. So we can see Windows, now Linux and Mac OS variants. I use some not really tricky, but knowledge about how npm runs program described in scripts part in package JSON. I can write this without node modulus bin, because when npm runs something described in scripts part, it fulfill this path automatically. So source options, the source of our tests is definitely this folder tests ja.ru.js or dot. You can put your thoughts down below in the comments. And okay, Nightwatch, node modulus, blah, blah, blah. I think we can try to run our first test. So run script. WebStorm provides a really convenient way to run tests, but if you use something different, you can run this program by npm run tests. This. You can learn more about npm on npmjs.com documentation and npm CLI. CLI means command line interface, and you can see that we use npm run command, npm run script, npm run script, and aliases for this command run ram urm. Oh, these commands I see in the first time. Okay. Working as programming is interesting, is learning interesting things every day. So for my purpose, I run this, blah, blah, blah. Chrome driver, the path to the Chrome driver binary is not set. So I just learn how to set this program, because I didn't specify in the CLI argument how my program can find Chrome driver. It's about, I think, Windows. So you probably should use this, but I think I didn't install properly Chrome. So using Nightwatch, blah, 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 writing tests. No, we need getting started installation. Chrome driver. Click no. Chrome driver. I think I installed Chrome driver, but maybe, maybe I forgot configuration. Yeah, server path. Oh yes, error pass. Sorry, I deleted this server path configuration, but it definitely requires for our tests. I do it second time and any mistakes are possible across the test suite because we have a question here. Yeah, sure. Okay. Nothing happens because we try to set value in this input, and this input probably doesn't exist in this page. And because of that, our test failed. So we can make some fixes. Yeah, demo test. Yeah, so you can open yeah, in this browser, we can do this, accept, and then what is really good in the web development that all of you need is browser, and you code as your code runs in browser, you can debug it in browser, and modern browsers provide very good tools for it. For example, DevTools in Chrome. You just press right button, or if you have touchpad, you press by 2 fingers on it and then click on inspect, and you see input, and you browser opens yeah, rule set value where input. We should we should find a proper input set value. I guess we can use selector for ID here. Selector, we can check our thoughts document, query selector. It's pretty convenient that we can use browser API right into developer tools. And this makes web development really easy and really good, really awesome, I can say. So our expression document query selectors finds right input. So set value into text Nightwatch, then we should click on search button. Search button has also mini suggest button. Oh, maybe here is one button. You can try button. Yep, this page has only one button, and because of that, we can use selector right this way. Okay, save and run test again. Okay, open browser, Nightwatch, fulfill. Okay, great. And then what asserts should provide or should accept to be true. Mainline results, not because definitely Yandex has our search engine page results center and okay, center, and then we probably should find this text. We can also use inspect, organic title, blah, blah, blah. Why we try again. Running demo tests. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we found the Nightwatch string. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty simple, and you should learn is Nightwatch API, and it's written in or on JavaScript, and your knowledge is really helps you to learn JavaScript. So if you open Nightwatch and then click to the API reference link, I put this link here, see Nightwatch. You can find here all documentation about Nightwatch API. So browser is a third page object, I think, instance, no, browser. It's pretty good to use search. So browser that concepts of reference enabled browser search visible API command element style. Oh, great, it has a very lot comments. Great, you can even navigate on the page, back, forward, get title, refresh URL, close window, resize window, and probably test something that should happen or shouldn't happen with scrolling. Inter protocol, great URL, cookies. You even can read cookies, probably only JavaScript available cookies, but maybe not only, because WebDriver API provides you to manipulate browser under the hood. Alerts, great. You can produce alert and working with alert and so on. Context, great tool. And execute, click we uses here, click, then page object. It will be a part of your homework to find about browser and URL, but probably WebStorm provides documentation about it. I just hold command in Windows. It might be control button and then click left button on the mouse, and yep, probably, but no. Here I should libraries, add Nightwatch libraries. WebStorm provides this great opportunity to find documentation. Attach file, no. Duo, no. Nightwatch documentation URL. I don't really know. Oh, download. Fetch and list a list of libraries, blah, 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 blah. We can find here Nightwatch, but ABC as English alphabet, R, O, React has a lot of definitions. The Nightwatch. Oh, Nightwatch. Probably Nightwatch. Yeah, it's a very common library. And yes, and we has, yep. Now we have helpers for our, but no. Oh yeah, here. Nightwatch. Documentation about Nightwatch. Not here, but set value. Yep, string set value and description about how to use this value. Oh, maybe I can recommend you DevDocs. Another pretty good browser now. Nightwatch, probably it contains, but let's see. Nightwatch, no. Okay. So we learned about how to install Nightwatch and how to write a simple test. You can see that tests written in JavaScript. You can even run it with WebStorm, and you can debug it with WebStorm. As far as I know, VS Code provides this functionality as well. For example, you can run or you can debug tests. And if you run debug tests, you can use debugger here. Debugger, save, debug, and voila. Debugger console, yep. Execution of code stops here. We can run resume program or resume, and it continues and runs. And you probably, it's not very, I should run and then step by step run the code. Debugger, resume, process, all information about process. Here, a WebStorm has execution flow controls here. Step here. That's interesting because I should probably step into the function and show you some under the hood stuff about running these tests. So stop, and then rerun it with debugger options. Here, execution stops, and we can It's very simple example, and because of that, there is no something interesting. Nightwatch, test running. Okay. So I just stop this execution, and just to show you that all this code is JavaScript, no more. And you can learn JavaScript by writing tests. Browser, so we console logged browser and see how much methods and properties browser has. For example, you can run here any JavaScript code as you want. For example, you probably make here some strange things. For example, join the arrays with for example, dashes or some another symbols. So let's see. Nightwatch. We got it, and yep, tests failed because results doesn't have the results that don't have Nightwatch string. So if you started to learn how to test web interfaces with Nightwatch, in addition, you will learn JavaScript, and JavaScript is the way to the web development, and we have a very good, maybe the best website, online learning, online book to JavaScript learn in Russian. I put this link here as well. So as you can see, it's pretty simple to start work with Nightwatch, and you can start write tests. You can start try to use different types of API, read the Nightwatch documentation, and try to write some advanced tests, and you will learn JavaScript in on this process. And you can try even write HTML and CSS and make your own web pages and test them. So thank you for your time. Please write me about any questions, and goodbye. Stop share and stop